Hello. Okay, here we go. Adjust my shit. Okay. Hi, friends. I have a lot of thoughts today. So you saw that I said in the description that I want to talk about parroting, not parenting. Parroting. Have you ever heard of it? I'm going to talk about it. We're going to talk about comfort zones because I just did a very, very fucking quick training in my mastermind group about comfort zones. So if you've never heard me talk about this, buckle up. It's super fun. We're talking about certifications, something else that we were talking about in the mastermind. I'm just like really inspired by the mastermind, what we just talked about in the Audience Incubator May class, which has been renamed into Babe to Boss 90-Day Intensive, which is getting another new name called the 5K Formula. Stay tuned for that, but that's not the thing that we're here to talk about. We're talking about all kinds of things that I'm being inspired by. So if you are brand new into this group, let me welcome you. My name is Brittany Budd. I'm the creator and facilitator of this community. I started it in October of 2019, so we're coming up on 2 years. I've organically grown it to the amazing size and wonderful people that it is today. I'm a mindset and business coach, and I help online entrepreneurs to build and then scale their businesses to 6 figures and beyond organically. Now, a little bit of backstory about me. My first year in business, I did 100K all organic. This is very uncommon. Most people do not hit 100K in their first year. This year is my second year. I'm already at 200K. We still have like 4 months left. Also super uncommon. So when it comes to making money and when it comes to running a business and it comes to manifestation and all of that good shit, I know what I'm talking about. I'm inspired to come on here, and I want to come on here a couple of times this week and just like talk to you guys and shoot the shit and hang out and coach you and answer your questions. And we'll start with the parroting thing. So have you ever heard of parroting? Now I'm talking about parroting specifically because it's one of the tenets, one of the pillars, one of the core steps, processes in the 500K club, okay, is having your unique message and your unique marketing so that you stand out from the crowd. And here's the thing. The online space is very, very noisy. It's super loud everywhere you turn. This is actually something else we were talking about in the mastermind today. Shannon, one of my amazing masterminders, she is a fantastic OBM. If you're in need of an OBM, drop it in the comments and let me connect you with her. She's fantastic. She was talking about how she feels like it's completely oversaturated. And so we talked about how, and her dad brought it up and I was going to bring it up too. You know, it's like when we go to buy a new car and we're like, I really want this like blue Mustang. I'm just pretending. It seems like as soon as you leave your house, like all your neighbors just like went out and bought blue Mustangs. What the fuck? Everywhere you go, everyone's driving a blue Mustang. What's going on? Why is there so many of them all of a sudden? And it's because our attention and the things that we're putting our focus on, it starts being brought into our world. And so regardless of what space you are in your online business, you find yourself following other people who are like you and in similar niches and fields that you are. And then the next thing you know, you feel like, I need to drink water. You feel like you can't get away from it. Like everyone and their dog is in the exact same niche as you, selling pretty much the exact same thing as you. And it's like overwhelming. And you feel like this is oversaturated. This is super fucking frustrating. Why is everybody doing this all of a sudden? When in reality, we kind of did it to ourselves because we created a little bubble and then we brought all kinds of people that are in the same thing as us into our bubble. And so if you're feeling like this, Stacy says, yes, I feel this daily. If you're feeling like this, you are not in a saturated market. Okay, there are billions of people in the world. There are billions of people on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on LinkedIn. You are not the only one that's probably feeling this way, but You are the only you in the world, okay? Like, there are lots of people in this group. Not everybody in this group is my ideal client. They don't want to work with me. Maybe I don't want to work with them, and it's totally fine. There are other people in this group that they could probably find and connect with and hire. I don't want any of you to be worried that, oh, well, he's just going to hire him because they live on the same street, or she's just going to hire her because she's way more popular than me, and they are going to hire them because they have more experience. Like, we can quickly tell ourselves all the reasons why people won't hire us, but that's not true. Like, there are people out there who want you. They're waiting for you. They're looking for you because your story and your way of doing things resonates with them. So when we're talking about parroting is when we're so exposed to so many people and we're learning from so many different people that we forget who we are. And we effectively become parrots. Like parrots. We're hearing other people sharing their message and we get ourselves so absorbed. And, you know, that's why one of the things I wanted to talk about was getting multiple certifications. My client Jessie was saying that tonight. She was like, I'm a postpartum coach and I just got certified and now I'm feeling like, fuck, should I get a sleep expert certification? No, bitch, you don't. I didn't call her bitch, and I love her, and she knows that I would just be joking. Like, I call people that I love bitch sometimes, because I'm just a kind of a tough person sometimes. Like, no, bitch, you're perfect just the way you are. She does not need to get a sleep consulting certificate. And so we get ourselves really wrapped up in, I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I have to learn from her, and him, and them, and everybody under the sun, so that I am worthy enough to say that I'm an expert, to charge what I want to charge. Finally, I'll be good enough, right? And so we muddle up, we really get, it's muddy, the waters are real fucking muddy, when we are trying to absorb from multiple different people, paid content, free content, all kinds of content. Hi, Yolanda. We end up parroting. We lose who we are because we don't give our brains an opportunity to create our own thoughts. We're just repeating back. We're just spewing it out. All of the things that we have learned from other people. Now, that's not to say that you have to go out and come up with all kinds of brand new stuff. No one's reinventing the wheel out here. Thank you. But when we are just like taking something in and then immediately regurgitating it back out, without putting our own spin on it, and I teach my clients this, and we'll especially talk about it in 500K Club, is you have your own filter. Like me, everything I learn goes through the Brittany filter, okay? I take what I like, I take what I don't like, and I toss it to the side, I put my own spin on it, and then I share it with the world. You know, Ray Higdon, he's like a big network marketing guru kind of guy, and he talks ILT, invest, learn, teach. Invest your time, invest your money to learn something new, and then turn around and teach it to other people. That is not the same as being a parrot and just being like, oh, she said, go out there and DM 100 people. So I'm saying go out there and DM 100 people. No, this is not the same. So in the 500K Club, we're going to talk about using that you filter. And really, it's an intuition thing. It's a embodiment of who you're supposed to be. It's an embodiment of your higher self. We're going to be helping you tap into that to create your own message. It's not my message. It's not Jill's message. Jill doesn't exist. Well, I'm sure there is a Jill that exists, but I'm making up names. It's not about taking everyone else's messages and spitting it back out. It's about putting what you're learning through your filter to create your own magic. Because if people wanted to hire Jill, who's saying go DM 100 people, this is just an example, and then you're over here like, yeah, I teach people to go DM 100 people. Realistically, why wouldn't they fucking go hire Jill? Like, you are not being authentic in who you are, And when you're not authentic with who you are, it really repels people from you. And you are too fucking amazing to be like the poor man's Jill. I'm going to say it again. You're too fucking amazing to be the poor man's Jill. You're too fucking amazing to be the poor man's Brittany. Like, you're not in 500K to be a clone of me. You are in 500K to be you. And no one else in that room is going to be you, just you. There is no poor man's version of you. There's just you. Okay? So, we're not going to be parroting. We're going to be owning our own message. We're going to be owning our own shit. And in doing that, we are attracting people who want what we have to bring. So often I talk to people who come to me to work with me and they're like, oh, I'm really looking for someone who does X in my niche. Hi, you're that someone. All those people are waiting for you. Like, if you were looking for you, what makes you think other people aren't looking for you too? And so we're going to use that to make $500,000 in 1 year, but over a 3-year time, we're going to put in that plan in the 500K club. So if you're on the fence, get off the fucking fence and go apply. Don't count yourself out. It's time. So we're talking about comfort zones, and I want to quickly share this, and then I want to talk about the spending money thing. So if you've never heard me, I'm just going to do this real quick because it's so cute. Everybody loves it when I do it. I think it's cute. It's about comfort zones, but guess what? This is one thing that I made up. No one talks about comfort zones the way I do. And every time I do it, people are like, this is so cute. I think that comfort zones is the same, and maybe you've heard me say this before. It is the same as the story of Tangled. Like Disney's Tangled, Rapunzel, okay? It's the same fucking thing. Comfort zones are not comfortable, but we think they are. So in this scenario of Tangled, you, my love, are Rapunzel. Your comfort zone is the tower that you are held captive in, okay? For, how old is she? Is she 16? Is she 18? I can't remember. However many teen years, Rapunzel sits in this tower thinking this is the bee's fucking knees. I don't need to go anywhere. I don't need to do anything. I brush my hair and brush it some more. I read the songs. I mop the floor. Right? All before 7 a.m. She paints the ceilings. Paints them again. Brushes her hair some more. We know the song. Well, actually, I don't know the words right now, but you know the song I'm talking about if you've seen Tangled. Her comfort zone, being that tower that she is held captive in, is her. That's where she hangs out. There's nothing. This is perfect. Life is so fucking dandy. Now, Mother Gothel is your ego. Mother Gothel comes in every day and reminds Rapunzel, you don't want to go outside. It's fucking terrifying out there. Now, in your instance, your ego is saying, you don't want to put out content. You don't want to go make offers. You don't want to go engage with people. It's scary. It's scary out there. And Mother Gothel's like, it's scary out there. People out there want to hurt you. Like, it's gonna be so bad. Don't go anywhere. Tell me how your ego doesn't tell you every fucking day that you're gonna get hurt. If you put out that piece of content, people are gonna judge you. And it's not gonna be nice. And they are going to hurt your feelings. And you are going to be embarrassed. And you are gonna fail. This doesn't feel nice. Why don't we just stay in our little comfort zones? Right? But we're looking at the window and we're kind of like, damn. And then Flynn Rider comes. Knight in shining armor. This is your hopes and dreams. And he comes up and he's like, yo, Rapunzel, come on. And, well, you know, she bangs him on the head and it's a whole thing. And She decides to go with him anyway because our dreams are always so much fucking better than staying trapped in a fucking, well, she's not in a dungeon. She's trapped in a tower. Our dreams are so much better than being trapped in a tower. He's the dreams. He is an embodiment of the dreams. He takes her and they go on a wild adventure. So you can stay trapped in your tower, aka in your comfort zone, where your ego / Mother Gothel tells you that everything sucks outside and not to do anything different. Or you can go on that super nice horse who hates Flynn Rider and go with super hot Flynn Rider and go on grand adventures in your life. It is up to you. Okay? So if you've never heard me talk about comfort zones this way, you're welcome. I know, it's very relatable. We watch a lot of Disney movies around here. Finally, I was talking to someone in my DMs. They were asking me about 500. And she said, I'm afraid to spend that much money on my business and on myself. And I want to make it abundantly clear that if you're thinking about investments in your business as if you're spending money, that is a huge money mindset problem. Investing in yourself and investing in your business is not the same as spending money. Spending money is like going and buying groceries, which you could actually look at buying groceries as an investment in your health and living because you need to eat. But like going and buying Louis Vuitton bags, going and buying Christian Louboutin shoes, going and buying like a Rolex, this is spending money. Investing is a completely different way to look at your money, because oftentimes when we spend money, we don't really have any ROI on it. We don't have any ROI. There's no return on our investment. There's no return on our spending. Like we really just rent food and drink anyway. We eat it and then we go to the bathroom or whatever. Like our cars are not investments. Did they take us from point A to point B? Sure, but the second you drive it off the lot, it's now worth less. It's not often that you go trade in your car at the end of the day and you make a bunch of money on it. You don't. You spent that money. That's gone. When you're thinking about your business, you have to ask yourself, am I investing in myself? Am I investing in my business? And how am I going to get my money out of this? This is not the same as spending. How are you going to get your money out of this investment? If you're on the fence right now about applying for 500 and you're thinking, what am I going to do? How are you going to guarantee that you get a return on your investment? And if you are panicking the fuck out saying, I can't afford this, I'm spending this money instead of I'm investing this to learn how to make a fucking lot of money, I'm spending it thinking I'm not going to get anything from it. Ask yourself, how am I going to guarantee that I make my money back? How am I going to guarantee that I make more money? How am I going to show up like that bitch who gets what she wants and does all of her things? I'll tell you about Estelle. She's one of my clients. She was in round 1 of my group program, and now she's my one-on-one client. And so when she joined me one-on-one, I was charging $10,000. She paid me $10,000 in full. And she was like, I'm freaking. And I was like, don't freak out. We've been together for a month. And when we were doing the group program, she had just started. She was making like no money, a couple $100 here and there. Within 2 months of being in the group program, she started making multiple 4-figure months, like $2,500, $4,000, $5,000, $7,500. And I've been coaching her this entire time. So when she joined me one-on-one, we just had our first month together. She started in August. August was her highest month ever in her business. She's done $8,600 cash in her business in the first month of working with me one-on-one. So not only did she make like 5-10 times her investment back in our 6 months together in my group program, but in 1 month together, she's already this close to making her investment back since of hiring me. We still have 5 months left to go. She's going to make significantly more money. That $8,600, it was not a fluke. It was not an accident. It didn't just happen to her. We strategically worked towards this. I coached her on her mindset. She went on 2 vacations in August. She was showing up having fun. She was making consistent offers. She's charging a little bit more now. This is how we make money. And she's looking at it that way. I always get a return on my investments. I always make my money back and a fuckload more. That's how you show up like a boss. Like, I can't wait to see how much money she makes over the next couple of months. She will be 5 figures in no time as a style coach for professional women with heavy leaning on women who are lawyers. You have to show up and ask yourself, how am I going to do that? How am I going to put the work in? How am I going to guarantee to me that the money's there? That I make it back and I have fun and I learn how to make a lot of money. Okay. The chat has been open. I'm just seeing like people cheering me on. I feel this. Yay, fires, preach, things like that. I don't think anybody has any questions. If you do, drop them in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. If you're catching this on the replay and you have questions, drop them. I'll answer them. If you have questions about 500, DM me. We can chat in the DMs. We can set up a call. Thursday at 7 Eastern time, PM, I will be doing a second information session. There's a Zoom link. There's an event in the events tab in the group. Go grab it. Mark your calendars. Come. I'm going to be talking a lot about it. I'm going to be sharing about money mindset. Also, I'm going to do like a little mini training on money mindset to make $500,000. And then I'm going to be doing lots of questions about the program because doors close Friday. So you want to get your application in. There's no good reason to wait. And I will tell you, I cannot guarantee that the price is not going to go up the next time. So go, apply. This is the room you need to be in. This is the room where possibility turns into reality. This is a room where a bunch of powerhouse women are going to make collectively millions of fucking dollars. There's no good reason to not be there. All right, friends, have an amazing night. I'm going to be back tomorrow for more coaching. I just don't know what topic I'm going to train on yet. I have so many ideas. Today was only supposed to be 1, and then I talked about 4 because I was so excited. So I'll see you all tomorrow with something amazing. Have a great night, and I'll see you later. Mwah!